Hello guys, this is Money Grind here. Today we'll be discussing about the next two coins in my portfolio, and that's Polkadot and Solana. Enjoy! First, let's start off with Polkadot. So let's just focus on the medium term price action for this coin. In brief, we can see that we have been in a 5 months rally since July this year, and we can see that actually the price increase is quite consistent throughout these 5 months. So we have one bull flag here, and then the price continue to climb afterward. During the climb, we don't see any substantial increase in the trading volume, so we can see that we have one brief increase in trading volume for this small spike here, and another one for another spike here. So other than that, there's nothing much happening since the all-time high for this coin at the start of this month. So the coin has been on a slight steady decline since then. So we can see that we have a clear downtrend, and since 2 weeks ago we have been consistently hitting a small resistance line here. So we can see that we have been consistently hitting a small resistance line. I mean, this pattern is a descending triangle, and since then the price has since broke down from this descending triangle, and the price should trend downward, but there are no substantial increase in trading volume during the breakdown from this resistance line. So I'm still a bit hesitant, but this is not always the case. I mean, sometimes breakdown do happens without a substantial increase in trading volume. So this may or may not be a valid breakdown. So we have to see how the next price action would be. But for now, we'll just consider this as a possible candidate for a breakdown. So if this is indeed confirmed as a breakdown, then I see that the price for Polkadot will start to trend downward in the near future. And the oscillator is bearish overall, and this is also true for our other oscillator. The MACD line is also bearish, but one thing we do need to observe here is that the short-term oscillator is nearing the oversold territory, so we'll have to see how it goes in the near future. So hopefully it trends in our favor, but we'll never know that with TA. So TA is more of a probability assessment rather than a certainty. So we definitely wouldn't know for sure until the price action confirm our hypothesis. That's all for Polkadot. So let's jump into Solana. So there aren't many past price action for us to refer for Solana, so I can only speculate based on its short to intermediate term price movement. But we can see from our graph, our chart here, so the price has been on a steady increase since August this year. So we increased in price from $60 to about $220 now. So this coin has been on a steady rise for about 4 months already. And during these 4 months, we see a couple of retracement here, but nothing substantial. And so one thing I do need to point out that I believe we are currently having a head and shoulder pattern at this level. So here we have the left shoulder, and here is the head, and here is our left shoulder. So we also see a possible confirmation for this price action when we look at the trading volume. So here we can see that during the left shoulder, we have a slight increase in trading volume, and then for our head, we see that the trading volume decreases, which is typical during the formation of a head and shoulder pattern. And we see that this trading volume decreases furthermore, but we should see an increase in trading volume during the breakdown. but we still haven't observed such phenomenon to happen, so I would only go as far as calling this a possible head and shoulder, but until we have more proof, I would leave it at there, because if you can see here, actually during our 4 months climb, we can see that we actually have probably two head and shoulder patterns. So we have a slight head and shoulder here, and we can see that during this brief head and shoulder, we can see that also we have a slight decrease in the trading volume, but obviously this is a whipsaw and not the real deal. So after this head and shoulder completed its maneuver, we can see that the price continue to climb afterwards. So definitely this is a whipsaw here. So whether this current pattern is a whipsaw or not is remain to be seen. So we are currently at our neckline for this head and shoulder pattern here. So if this is indeed a confirmed head and shoulder, the price should break down from here on and trend downward. And if this is a whipsaw, the price would most probably go up, but for the moment I'm more inclined to lean towards our head and shoulder assessment, because this formation here is quite substantial, and we can see that this is supported by the movement in trading volume, at least for the left and the head. The pattern for the trading volume still hasn't supported our right shoulder formation here, but well, it's hard to tell for sure. Sometimes the formation could still be completed even if the trading volume doesn't support it, so it's very hard to tell for sure. So that being said, let's move to our oscillator here. So we can see that for our oscillator, the trend is considered bearish at the moment, and this is supported by our second oscillator here. So the MACD oscillator also confirms our assessment that the current price is bearish. In conclusion, I see that Polkadot should start moving downward in the near future, and this is also true for Solana. So how far Solana will trend down, I don't know, but judging from the short-term RSI is leaning toward the oversold side at the moment. So even if the price does trend down, I see a brief retracement soon after, but after that, whether the price would trend up or trend down, we would have to see what the indicators are telling us at that time. So that would be all for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I was making it. Please subscribe and smash the like button if you find value in this video. Do leave us a comment down below if you have any other topics or coin that you would like us to cover, and we may cover it in the next video. So cheers, and until next time!